The holiday marks the fall of the state prison, the Bastille, where political prisoners were often held and which symbolized the harsh rule of the Bourbon monarchy. Bastille Day is one of the biggest national holidays. Getty Images. Bastille Day is a national annual holiday in France that celebrates. In France, the day is commonly known as Fête Nationale, or the national celebration. Celebrations take place throughout the entire country and by Francophiles around the world, though the last 2 years have been muted due to the coronavirus pandemic. On Bastille Day in 2016, a terrorist attack took place in the city of Nice, leaving 86 people dead after a man drove through crowds in a 19-ton cargo truck. The city declared 3 days of mourning after the attack. What is Bastille Day? Bastille Day is still sometimes used as a day for protest in France. AFP/Getty Images. Bastille Day is celebrated July 14, this year falling on a Thursday, and it celebrates the falling of the Bourbon monarchy. The Bastille was a building used as a state prison, after being built originally as a medieval fortress. Political prisoners were often held at the Bastille, sometimes by direct order of the king, from which there was no appeal. Detained prisoners awaiting trial were also held there. The Bastille Day Parade is held on July 14 every year and France spares no expense. REUTERS. By the late 18th century, the building had fallen into disrepair and was scheduled for demolition as it only held 7 prisoners. However, it still represented the harsh rule of the Bourbon monarchy to a lot of the French people. On July 14, 1789, a mob who had been involved in the wider unrest in France, approached the Bastille and demanded the arms and ammunition still stored there and the release of the prisoners. After a bloody round of gunfire, they took the building, situated on the eastern entrance of the city of Paris. This signaled the beginning of the French Revolution, and a symbol of the end of the ancient regime. Why is it celebrated? Fireworks, parties and military parades all celebrate the fall of the monarchy. French select. Bastille Day became an official holiday in 1880, around 80 years after the French Revolution ended. It is celebrated because it marks the end of the ancient regime and the beginning of democracy in France. Speeches, military parades, fireworks and public revelry are all parts of the huge celebrations that take place across France. The slogan Vive le 14 Julliet, which translates to Long Live the 14th of July, represents the celebrations. It is celebrated in former French colonies, and is observed in those places maintaining links to France.